What's going on, friend? I wanted to talk to you for a minute. I know as you're going towards your dreams and your goals, sometimes we're faced with the infamous imposter syndrome. Trust me, I know I've been there. In order for us to address that imposter syndrome, we have to really address the facts. What narrative are we playing in our head? What cognitive distortion are we giving life to? Are we magnifying issues? Are we fueling our anxiety with this thought of inadequacy? So, by definition, cognitive distortion talks about the exaggerated patterns of thoughts that we have, those things that trigger our anxieties, those negative self talks that we do with ourselves that psych us out of doing the things we want to do. So, we got to address it in order for us to be able to move forward. Which leads me to my next thought, sharing your feelings. It's okay to get help. If you need to go to therapy, get therapy. If you need to seek spiritual counsel, seek spiritual counsel. Do what you have to do, but you acknowledge that feeling and verbalize it, put it out there. Maybe you're into journaling. Maybe you're doing some shadow work, whatever that may be. Let's get to the nitty gritty of where these feelings are coming from. Because more times than none, it's coming from childhood trauma. No one summons imposter syndrome. It just kind of arrives uninvited. So you have to be intentional. As you're navigating these waters, don't forget to give yourself a little grace. Some self-compassion goes a long way. Stop trying to be perfect. I'm going to say it louder in the back. Stop trying to be perfect. At the end of the day, a lot of people buy into whatever it is you're doing, not because you're perfect at it, not because you're great at it, but because it's flawed, because you bring some realness to the situation. A lot of times people want to see that authenticity that comes with not being perfect because it makes it more attainable. It makes it you show up as your true authentic self. It's these moments where I have these awkward pauses that people appreciate because it's like, it's coming from my heart. It's coming from somewhere deep within. It's not scripted. It's not perfectly curated. So the next time that imposter syndrome sneaks up in or just comes around uninvited, I'm a visual person, so let's do that. Like that uninvited guest that arrives at your house, go ahead, be a good host. Acknowledge its presence, get your chips, your dips. When it's time for it to go, you know exactly where the door is. Show that imposter syndrome the way out. Period.